Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to apologize. The absence for the mayor of the city, it has been impossible for her to be here with us on such an important day. It's an honor for me to announce, as the city sports manager, that Marbella will host the first Bare Knuckle event in Spain next 12th of October at Marbella Arena. Thanks the collaboration of Conor McGregor and the leading promoter BKFC, this event is possible. Our city will be internationally recognized for showcasing a Bare Knuckle boxing event, which we will have a very important repercussion both on our economic and also absolutely in the media. I want to thank Conor McGregor, David Feldman, and BKFC Group for choosing Marbella to host this historic event. I also want to thank the rest of the organizers, sponsors, and fans for their support and dedication, essential for the organization of this competition. We are convinced that October 12th will be an unforgettable night full of emotions. I invite all to join this celebration of sport at Marbella Arena, where we will welcome everybody with the open arms. Thank you very much, and see you in October.
Thank you, Lissandro. We are very, very happy to be here. And we want to introduce some of the great names that are on this dais right now. We're going to start on the far right. Excited to have this man, Wales-born, now Malaga-based. Dan Chapman has excelled in every combat sport he's touched. Being an amateur world champion in boxing, then 5-0 in bare knuckle boxing. His debut in BKFC looks to shake up the lightweight division. Please welcome Dan Indian Spice Chapman. On the far left side, another new signee that's destined to make waves in the women's division. Scotland's Hannah Rankin has been a dominant force in the super welterweight division in traditional boxing. But this 25 veteran's ready to challenge herself and ply her trade in our squared circle. Please welcome the classical warrior, Hannah Rankin. Powerful and precise, 2 words to describe one of our challengers for the BKFC Lightweight Championship in our main event of BKFC 67. His first impression was a nasty TKO over Luke Nevin. Then it was a bit of a surprise, a victory over former #1 contender James Lilly. Now this Argentinian by way of Spain is bringing his A+ game on October 12th. Please welcome Franco Tenaglia. And opposite him on the night, 6 fights, 6 wins. Tony Loco Soto has been a terror since day one in the BKFC. Precision, stamina, and a big chip on his shoulder have guided the King of the Carolinas to an undefeated record and to one of the biggest main events in BKFC history. Please welcome King Tony Loco Soto. Directly to my right, in 2018, one man's dream became a reality in an ice arena in Cheyenne, Wyoming, USA. David Feldman brought BKFC into the modern era and onto your screen. Now he brings the greatest show in combat sports to a new coastal home on the Mediterranean. Please welcome founder, CEO, president of BKFC, Mr. David Feldman.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Cyrus. Man, this is unbelievable. You guys are unbelievable so far. The crowd that was outside, the crowd that's in here, the media attention that we're getting to bring this unbelievable event right here to Marbella, Spain. And it's in a bullfighting arena. Bullfighting, bare knuckle fighting, it goes hand in hand, man. This is going to be unbelievable. It's going to be unbelievable. We have the World Championship, our first guy from Spain that's going to fight for a World Championship for BKFC, Franco Tenaglia. He's going to take on Tony Soto. We have this other guy on the far end that I've been trying to get for about 3 years now. He's going to be a superstar, Dan Chapman. And former 2-time boxing world champion, Hannah Rankin from Scotland. And we're going to make waves with her as well. But this is just going to be truly unbelievable. We can't wait to do this event here. We want to thank everybody really for all the support and everything that you've given us so far. Thank you very much to the sports counselor here at Marbella and to the city of Marbella, or state of Marbella, or whatever it is. It's unbelievable here. But what I want to do for the first time in public is introduce my new partner, Conor McGregor.
What's up, Marbella? What is up, Marbella? I tell you, Marbella is ready for some bare knuckle action, judging by the crowd here today, the crowd outside. You know, the roster we've got up here. I'm very, very excited to be here. And you know, we are here today to witness the next evolution in combat sport. And nobody knows this game better than me. I conquered mixed martial arts, both inside the ring and outside the ring. And today I'm here before you as the owner of the newest and most exciting addition to the combat sports universe, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, baby. You know, the businesses that I own and support have always been those in sectors I believe in. I look for opportunities that mean something to me. Creating proper number 12 Irish whiskey, a whiskey that is truly representative of my Ireland, was critical to me. McGregor Fast is a program I use to optimize my training and push my limits. I believe in it because I live it. Forge Irish Stout, as you can see, we're on the screen. We have the cans here. I know you've got some cans out. I hope you're enjoying them in the crowd. Is a gorgeous example of the best Ireland has to offer. I'm incredibly proud of these businesses and these products. You know, I do not enter any business venture lightly or without serious thought of what I can bring to the table. So when you see my name tied to Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, you know that I am truly committed to the business and bringing it to the absolute heights of success. I started out as a boxer, and bare knuckle fighting is the purest form. Just watch one fight and you'll be hooked, like me. You know, I started this, I watched a lady I know through the UFC named Rowdy Beck Rawling, and she was a female world champion in bare knuckle fighting championship. And you know, I was just taken back by what the sport was, what it was about. You know, any real fighter, any real true fighter inside of them knows that to have a bare knuckle fighting world championship is a real feather in the cap. And you know, once I came then live to see an event, I was blown away by it, you know, and then I just began conversations alongside Dave, who I'm a big believer in. You know, I don't just back the product, I back the people behind the product. And Dave Feldman has done a tremendous job, a stellar job. You know, you look at the new signings we've got here, we've got world champions. You know, we've got some incredible fighters here. This is a sport on the rise. And with my backing, I'm confident I can strap it to a rocket ship and send it right to the moon. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is #1 in the space. There is no one on this level with us. We are separate from any other entity in combat sport. And that is a beautiful, beautiful place to be in this time. We do not want to see mixed martial artists go from one mixed martial arts organization to another organization. We've seen it. We wish for them to take their chances. Come and try your trade here at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Make a new name for yourself. Look at what has happened to Michael Perry. You know, one of our big stars here, the King of Violence, he titles himself. And you know, he's had such a rise in the sport. Now he's up against you know, a little dweeb of a thing in a fight this weekend that we're all rooting for him. But you know, this is the real deal. No one in this combat sports space can speak one word of bad mouth about a bare knuckle fighting world champion. And that for me is money in the bank. So, you know, for me, I have a bit of business left with the Ultimate Fighting Championship, 2 fights left on my contract. But for sure, we've got 3 lightweights up here on the dais. And, you know, I have my eye on all of this. You know, I'm not up here just as an owner. You know, player manager. I'll title myself on this one, yeah. You know, David, you've built something incredible to watch. Truly incredible to watch, like really eye-opening. This is like a sport like no other. And I am honored and excited not to be up here, not just as an owner, but to be a genuine fan. So thank you so much for bringing me on board and teaming up. And, you know, the sky's the limit, my man. Let's go. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship has already seen enormous growth in its fan base, viewership, and of course, purse size. With the Mac Daddy on board with this one, you know that's going to rise. So I hope all of our fighters up here on the dais know what's at stake here in this upcoming event, October 12th. We have an open-air bullfighting arena. It's gladiatorial. So, you know, best bring it. Best bring it for this. And then if you've seen what has happened here in Spain only recently, the appetite for the fight game is vast. We had a 65,000 seater stadium, or even maybe an 80,000 seater stadium, I believe, for influencer boxing with the 16-ounce gloves. Imagine now we take off the gloves. We are looking at stadiums. We are looking at building this. Every event, we will look to rise our gate. We will look to rise our viewership, and keep signing big names, keep matching up great fighters, and building our own stable of bare knuckle fighters from the ground up. None more so evident than our event at the Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida. We had all homegrown bare knuckle fighters on the card. Some amazing Cubans. Some of those Cubans are a real threat to this game. And they put on one hell of a show, and there was some great fights. We had our featherweight champion, Kai Stewart. He put on an amazing fight as well against Joran. And, these are homegrown bare knuckle fighters who I'm sure, as this sport grows, will start to have a chip on their shoulder. You're going to get these UFC guys coming over. You're going to get these boxers coming over. But these are the bare knucklers that started from the ground up here, that have something to say about this. This is not boxing. This is bare knuckle fighting. This is not MMA. This is bare knuckle fighting. So, we're excited for our guys to go in and show that. And, exciting times are ahead. In this region here, Spain. It's great to be here, my first time here in Marbella, and exciting times in the sport. Let's go. I'm grateful to be here. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, so we're going to take some questions, and I think where we want to start things out, obviously, Conor's willing to take questions, but we want to wait a little bit later for that. We want to focus on the fighters that are going to be competing inside the Marbella arena, and then I think Conor's willing to take some questions at the end. We're going to do that, but right now, let's start taking questions for our fighters that are going to be here, like our main eventers. In fact, we've already gotten some sent in, but if you do have a question for the fighters or for David Feldman, feel free to raise your hand. We're going to come around, and we are going to take questions. We'll start things off here with Tony Soto. Tony, you've been a company guy since day one. This is from Tylen Bates of the Weekly Bust. You've made it to one of the biggest stages ever. Has it really set in that you're fighting for a world championship, a different country, on the biggest event in BKFC history?
Take it like any other fight, man. It's just another fight, bro. Like, they say you're going to Spain. I'm used to enemy territory. I feel comfortable here, I've been walking around by myself. I'm the lone goat on the road.
You see what I'm doing here?
Brooklyn.
Yes, sir. You already know. I'm here. I'm ready to fight in a fucking bull ring, and, you fuck with the bull, you get the horns, and that's what he's going to get. October 12th, so let's go.
This one's going to Franco Tenaglia. Also from the Weekly Bust, you're no stranger to bare knuckle boxing. James Lilly was the last great opponent, great striker. It brings you to the question, are you wanting more of a brawl-style war or a boxing-style bare knuckle match, because Soto is known for his unorthodox style?
Yeah, I'm gonna swing the shit out of him, like I do in all my fights. I'm gonna cut his head off, and that's my style, I am a bit crazy, and I like to bring that madness to the ring.
Things already picking up here for our main event. Let's go to Hannah Rankin. Let's go to our new signees, because this is obviously a big moment for them as well. Hannah, you have been decorated in traditional boxing. For you to step away from that and to focus solely here on
Bare Knuckle Fighting, that's a big transition. Why did you decide to sign with the BKFC?
It's one of the fastest, most exciting sports coming out right now, and I want to be part of it. I want to be part of this. It's exciting. It's a new adventure for me, and I just want to be here as it starts to grow. That's why I want to be here.
And to Dan Chapman, obviously you have been a champion in other organizations. You've been fighting bare knuckle. When you've been watching the BKFC and how it's grown, what gets you excited about joining the BKFC and this whole family?
To be honest, me and David have had a fantastic relationship for many years. I was under contract with another organization, and they just wasn't giving me the fights. So when my contract ended, the first message on my phone was from David, and I've been a fan from watching BKFC a long, long time. I've seen the sport grow, and I just think it didn't happen in the past for those reasons, and now it's happened at the right time. We've got Conor being part of the main man of the business. He's going to get massive, massive eyes on this sport, and it's a privilege to be part of the sport, so I can show people that we got this savage here who's about blood and violence, but I'm going to bring something really spicy to the sport, the things that you have not seen in bare knuckle boxing. I've proven it in the other organization, but now it's just a step up, and I get to show off my skills of 22 years of fighting at the highest standard, and I'm excited to show you all this.
All right, now, any questions for the press here in attendance? Do you have any questions for our fighters or for David Feldman? Let's step right over here. Say your name and where you're from and your question.
I'm Matias from Diario Sur here from Malaga. I have one question for Franco and one question for Tony. If it would be possible, the question to Franco, I would make it in Spanish. Okay? Franco, los que te seguimos desde hace un tiempo, sabemos que tu pasado es el que es. Tú nunca lo has escondido y de alguna manera al principio ha sido también un poco el enganche, ¿no? Para muchas cosas. Pero últimamente de tu pasado se habla poco y de lo que se habla de verdad es de tu combate y de tu técnica, ¿no? En ese sentido, ¿cómo estás contento con esa evolución, ¿no? Que ya simplemente es Franco el deportista, no Franco y su pasado. Okay, sorry. I'm asked Franco about his past. He never resigned about his past. We know he had a troubled past, but in the recent, it's only Franco about his achievements in the sport. And so I asked him about the evolution, if he is satisfied with that it's no longer Franco and his past, his troubled past, it's now Franco and his achievements in sport.
Yes, thank you, Matias. I'm very proud of my past, you know. I used to fight with gangsters in the middle of nowhere in Russia, you know, like bare knuckle MMA. So for me, this is like playing games in a garden, you know. I'm not gonna lie to you. And yeah, I feel like a sport person, but I still have some of my things from before. And these guys, they don't know, but when they face me there, now they talk like a pussy, you know. But when they face me there, they run. I saw this guy, you were running yesterday. You were running in the treadmill, yeah?
Yeah.
See? Yeah. You're running already. I hope you don't run in the fight.
I doubt that I'm running from your ass, buddy. Trust me. Trust me.
You're going to run like all your fight you do.
When I get you in there,
and then you run
slice, dice, done. I'm going to fucking cut you up and turn your face into chopped meat. I'm going to make fucking cheeseburgers out of you, American style.
You see a lot of American movies, man. That's not going to happen, you know. I'm going to show you what's the real street fights here. And I'm going to fuck you up in front of everyone, you know. And then you guys are going to know me in America, and you're going to see who is the king of the streets, you know. That's how they call me here. El Rey de la Calle, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I got you here.
Sorry, but I'm going to have to get my Google Translate. I don't understand a fucking word you said, bro. I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
Hi, so Laura Fernandez from Eurosport Spain. My question is for you, David. So, Bare Knuckle is coming to Spain. Why would you pick Malaga out of all the cities in Spain instead of Madrid, for example?
I have a great partner here in Marbella or in Marbella that said that it was going to be fantastic. There was a bull arena here. I mean, bull fighting arena and bare knuckle fighting really, truly go hand to hand, right? This is the closest thing you're going to get to that. And it's the most beautiful place in Spain. And I got the baddest motherfuckers in the world coming here to
Damn right you do.
It's going to be an unbelievable event.
Álvaro Colmenero for the ABC newspaper in Spain. I have a question for Franco. Franco, do you think you will be the face of Bare Knuckle in a short future?
Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to be the face of Bare Knuckle in the future, and I think I am a bit of the present, you know. I love my Perry, you know, he's a great guy, but I know I'm going to keep building up my career, and listen, guys, you know me here in Spain, you know me in all Latin America, you know where I come from, all the evidence is on the internet, and in some prisons also in Europe, so you guys, you're going to see who I am.
Thank you.
Yeah, the face of a loser, that's what you're going to be.
All right, we got a question
you
back
look
here.
You look like a cheeseburger, man.
Yeah? You look like the last shit Conor took on the boat. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo, Slaughter, yeah. This question is for Conor. My name is Conor. I'm representing Click and Climb Marketing today, yeah. My question to you, there is a well-known rat who owes his bollocks off to the Russian government. Yeah, now, Would you get that man to BKFC if that man needed $1 or $2? You know, he clearly needs our money to pay back the Russian government. The man is a fool of a thing. With bare knuckle, a man versus a man. Let it all end there, in the Coliseum, the Coliseum. Let's make it happen. That little scurry and rat.
Conor, do you want to?
Is that to me? It's like it sounds like I'm talking. I don't know. Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that guy? Exactly. Yeah, the guy won't even fight. Come on. The one thing that really attracts me to this game is these are bad men and women here in this fucking company. For real, these are bad men and women. You've got to be. You've got to be. You're all talking about cutting each other up. A jab splits the skin in this game. So the stakes are on another level. The intensity is on another level. And again, it's what drew me to this. This is an intense business. If we get these guys to the public sphere and into their mindset and get them invested in their stories, when you watch someone that you invest into and you support, or you maybe know personally, make a walk into a bare knuckle fighting arena with all the bells and whistles of a mega promotion and then throw down with no gloves, it's the most daunting, intense thing you'll ever experience in your life. And that is, in this space, in this combat world, an absolute recipe for monster success. So there you go. The Russian, or he's not even a Russian, he doesn't represent Russia. You know, he owes his bollocks, he's gone running. I'd love to fight one of these motherfuckers in a bare knuckle, but you know, they won't fight, so we'll see what happens.
All right. We have a question sent in from John Morgan for David Feldman. Conor's involvement with the company is still new, but it seems to have created real momentum. What would you say the biggest impact of Conor's addition has made thus far?
He's got the fucking Midas touch, man. Everything he touches turns to gold, and he's going to touch Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, and it's really going to the moon. The thing about Conor is, I think, the thing I like most about Conor is he's got kind of the same way that I've come up with this. You know, he envisioned he was going to be the biggest star in combat sports, and guess what? He's the biggest star in combat sports. And I said this is going to be the biggest, most exciting, fastest growing combat sport on the planet, and it is. So I think with all the stuff that Conor's going to do to touch this thing and make it go, really, the rocket ship, be the rocket fuel that we need to get that rocket ship going, and he's bringing all that. So I think that's really the biggest thing is, you know, he just touches stuff and it goes.
Hi, Franco. I have two questions for Franco Tenaglia. The first one, you've been fighting in different disciplines. I want to know in which one do you feel more confident? And the second thing, meanwhile you were talking, Soto was moaning. So I want to know, in what round are you going to make him go to sleep?
Yeah, definitely this is my favorite sports. And as I told you guys, I'm going to do plastic surgery in his face, you know. I'm gonna make him suffer one round, but I think he's too weak, and that's what I am a bit worried about him pulling out. You know, David. So look for a replacement because I think he's gonna pull out. When he saw me yesterday, he was shitting himself. He didn't imagine I was that big, you know. So I reckon I'm gonna knock him out in the second round.
Excuse my Spanish, but bendito. I'm not trying to knock this fucking guy out. When we get in there, he's gonna suffer for 5 rounds. I'm gonna make the doctor work that fucking day. I'm gonna peel his skin from bone to bone. You're not gonna fucking recognize this son of a bitch. Look at him. He's so fucking ugly. His mother doesn't even love him. The fuck out of here, bro.
Your girl doesn't say the same thing, you know?
Look at you, bro.
Look,
that's why they put
Your
the
girl
ugly
likes
picture
me.
of me up there. Because when I come up here, they're gonna be like, oh wow, that fucking guy's handsome. Because I have some of the least damage in bare knuckle, bro.
I don't mind.
Fucking
I don't mind
handsome.
this in my face, man.
Look at you. You're like one of the fucking birds from Rio. You're nothing, bro. You're just because you're from here don't mean shit. I come to places and I make it mine. You see me lay in the middle of that ring because it's my bed. And after I put you to suffering, bro, I'm taking that belt. And then this gentleman right next to me, if he wants to get his fucking feet wet, I'm more than welcome to oblige.
He been practicing this in the mirror last night, you know? He was in the mirror saying that to himself last night just to make sure everything was ready for today, man, but he's shitting himself, you know? Come on, I can see your fear in your eyes, you know? I can see a fighter, you know? You are not a fighter. You just won some bare knuckle fights against some easy guys, man. You're gonna see that.
Are you out of your mind? I try to fight James Lilly, bro. He's slow and pudgy. Who the fuck gives a fuck about him? I fought Kevin Kroom, another UFC guy who tried to come over here, and guess what happened? He got shit on. The highest accuracy rating in any 5-round fight on the planet is mine. 99% in the clinch and 89 from distance. You do not have accuracy like that. All you do is a one-trick pony. You throw a left hook and swing for the fences, okay? I worked at prison. I stop motherfuckers on fences. Okay?
You talk like you have a small dick, you know?
It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. You know what's wrong? Small dicks still get the job done,
be more
pal.
confident, bro.
All right. It's all about the RPMs. You ain't got that.
All right, we got
I don't feel shit.
We got a question for David Feldman. With the signing of King Mo being announced, is there any rumor that Yoel Romero may be coming to the BKFC, and when would that debut be?
Yeah, we're definitely talking to Yoel. We're definitely going to get something going for him. I think he has something cooking. We're going to know more next week, but I have another signing that I'm going to get to fight Yoel if he does fight for BKFC, and it's going to be an unbelievable matchup. Two well-known guys. Two guys that come to fight. I mean, who doesn't want to see Yoel Romero take his gloves off?
100%. That question was from Big Face at Knuckletown. Now we have another question for Tony Sotos from Kyle Mish from the Mike and Mish Show. What motivates you the most about fighting in enemy territory, stepping in here into Spain and fighting Franco Tenaglia?
Oh, I've always loved proving people wrong. It's been something I've been doing my whole life, coming from the mud, man. Like, I've always had to prove to people who I was, and it's like, I'm at the point of my life where I'm still proving, and it's just such a great feeling because I prove everybody wrong. I got brought into this game to lose, and all I've done is flourish and win, and everybody hates it. And I'm gonna keep fucking doing it, and I'm gonna be your fucking world champion, and this gentleman sitting next to me is gonna fucking eventually have to fight me, and I'm fucking here for it, so let's get it.
See? He has no respect, you know? The guy is doing all this for us, and he wants to fight him?
Yeah.
That's what kind of respect is that, man? Come on. Yeah. And you talking about coming from a movement, you come from USA, guys. You have some work and money there. You know, where I come from, Latin America, I didn't have even to eat. You know, I didn't have food to eat, man. I had to fight for it. I had to steal for it, you know? So that's real poverty, you know, coming from a mud like that, man. You're a pussy, bro. You have everything in your hands since you were born.
Yeah,
so don't talk about you coming from a movement.
Yeah, you're coming for a movement. Let me tell you something. When it comes to getting food and eating, bro, you don't even know, bro. You don't even know. And I'm going to tell you right now, the only thing you're going to be eating October 12th is fucking knuckle sandwiches, motherfucker. All right? So keep talking about, oh, you don't know. America. America is tough, buddy. I'm going to tell you right now. And I'm one of the best fighters out of America, okay? I put Good John on his fucking ass, bro. That's one of the best main event fucking fight you will ever see. And with me and you, bro, I'm gonna fucking sit you down, bro. You're gonna bleed so much, bro.
Marbella, Spain, you're in for a treat here with these two boys going at it. Hello, hi. A question to Franco and Tony Soto. I'm Guillermo Dominguez from Libertad Digital and Es Radio. To Tony, do you think Franco is telling the truth when he says he had to steal the food? And to Franco, what do you think about the trash talking from Tony? Thank you.
Go ahead, Puto. You can go first. Go ahead. Ladies first.
Man, listen. This drink tastes amazing, you know?
I think I'm getting already. I don't mind anything about this guy because, as I told you,
I used to fight crazy hooligans from nowhere in the middle of the mountain in some Scandinavian and Russian countries, you know? So,
somebody check his blood, Jesus.
Yeah. And this guy is only a guy that he watched a lot of movies since he was a kid, you know? He believed in that action, and then he's gonna know what is the real thing there, man. And he should be fighting some bumps, man. I saw your fights. I studied you, you know, because I like to study my opponent, but you were so boring, man. I slept, you know, when I was watching your fight, I fall asleep, man. I used them to sleep, you know, because you're boring as fuck, bro.
Damn, bro. As far as you fucking trying to get food, suffering to get food, bro. What are you kidding?
Look at this.
What does that mean?
Look your belly.
The juice is loose.
Bro, you look like my grandma. You look your belly, man. You need to stop eating sugar.
Bro.
In America, you guys eat a lot of sugar, man. Come on, do some exercise.
A lot of sugar, bro.
Definitely, since he's
Nutrition.
fighting motherfuckers on the mountains, and we should check his blood. This motherfucker probably got rabies. Like, fuck out of here, bro. You ain't got no... You have nothing for me that I haven't seen before. I'm telling you right now, bro. You literally have the chin of a fucking puto, bro. Like, I'm gonna sit you down, get you back up, and cut you the fuck up, bro. That's all I wanna do.
No one knocked me down never in my life, and you will never do that.
Today's the day, motherfucker.
We'll see. I'm gonna take your punches. I like punishment, you know. I'm gonna take your punches. You're gonna break your hands in my face. That's okay. But then you're gonna go to sleep. You know, James was much better than you. He is much better than you.
Yeah.
And I knocked him out in the first round. I cut his head off in the first round. You're gonna suffer that, but you're not gonna wake up again. And then you're gonna cry like a pussy. I'm gonna send you some ice cream to the hospital so you can see, because you're not gonna be able to see Marbella.
I love ice cream. I'm gonna be eating ice cream between rounds as I'm fucking slicing you up, bro. You out of your mind? I'm gonna be drinking Forge right before the fight too, you son of a bitch.
Fuck before the fights, always.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Listen.
All right, we got one more up front. We have one more up front for our main event. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, guys. Irati Prat from Marca here. I have a question for David. Now we are in Marbella, okay, but we talk about the future. Another companies talk about Santiago Bernabeu, the stadium of Real Madrid in the capital.
Do you like this stadium for a future night in Bare Knuckle?
Future events here?
Santiago Bernabeu.
Stadium.
Oh, in Spain?
Yes, the stadium
In
of Real
Madrid?
Madrid.
Absolutely. We're going to Madrid in March or April. This is going to be our second home here. This is unbelievable here. The reception we got here, the amount of people. Listen, I encourage you. Go to BKFC.com. Hit that buy ticket button because they're going to sell out as soon as they go on sale. This has been incredible here. So, yes, absolutely, we will be back in Spain 100%. We love it here.
All right. All right, question for Dan Chapman. Dan, obviously, when you're seeing the back and forth here between Tenaglia and Soto, you have to be licking your lips a little bit because you could be a future opponent. Where do you see yourself? When you see those two fighters fighting for the championship, where do you see your skill set? Where do you see yourself in the division?
Good question. To be honest with you, I respect this man so much. He's watched me since I was a little kid. And look, I don't do the talking. I have full control of my switch. So when I go in there, I become a different person. So whoever's in that ring with me, I feel sorry for them. This shit is going to happen. I'm going to show people my skills. I didn't, throw empty glass bottles like this idiot over there. My respect is done. Is after you fight me, you will shake my hand.
And a question for Hannah Rankin.
You can't shake your hand if you're fucking laying like this.
No, bro, you are, bro, like please, just make weight. Make weight on October the 12th.
Bro,
please.
Bro, you can see me anyway.
Make weight, because you're gonna see violence. He doesn't look like you've seen
Yo,
violence.
yeah,
You look like you would be my bitch in jail.
Bro,
I would make you my
yeah,
bitch.
It sounds like you're his bitch.
You know
in
what?
jail.
I'd make you my bitch, because all you do is talk.
Bro, I'll give
Shut
you
up.
so many fucking rights you'll be begging for a
talk.
lick, you little fucking
This
bitch.
guy's gonna make you quit. He's gonna make you squeal like
and you're
a
gonna give him a back massage before because you're riding his fucking dick like a pony.
Bro,
Get the fuck out of here.
honestly, I'd be happy, right, to carry you out to the ring when he knocks you fucking out.
Yeah. What you say?
You just squeal all the time. Stop squealing.
Yeah.
Just wait for fight night.
Yo, I love fighting.
Make weight. Make weight.
Never miss, motherfucker. 36 fights, never miss.
All right, question for Hannah Rankin. When you look up and down that roster and you look at fighters like Crystal Pittman and you look like at Jessica Borga, how do you feel like you fit in once you get your feet wet here at BKFC?
Look, I'm so excited to start my journey in BKFC. Obviously, I'm gunning for the top. I want to become a two-sport world champion, and I'm up there to take out the best in the division. So let's get this party started.
All right, let's go to David Feldman. I believe you have an announcement that you want to put out there here for the entire press as well.
We're going to announce the co-main event. The co-main event for this card is going to be another world championship. It's going to be former boxing world champion. He beat Miguel Cotto. He lost a close decision to Canelo Alvarez. Austin Trout, who was our 165-pound champion. He's going to defend his title against Portugal's Rico Franco. So that's going to be an awesome co-main event here in Marbella, Spain. This card is going to be stacked, man.
All right, so let's start asking our questions here for Conor McGregor. I know we have a lot of folks that have questions for Conor. We've had a lot of questions submitted, so we are going to go to those questions, and we're going to go right out of the gate here, Conor. This comes from Mike Bone here, and MMA Junkie. Free agency is a big part of combat sports and a key element in BKFC growing its roster. What's your message to marquee fighters ending or approaching the end of their contract to come to BKFC?
You know, that's me. I am coming to the end of my contract. I have 2 fights left. This is a very, very exciting organization here. And for sure, you know, how could you not look to become a two-sport world champion and something as wild as a bare knuckle fighting organization? So, you know, we've got the money too. We've got the dough. This is big payouts here also. You know, big pay, big shows, big news. And, you know, a coveted world title in a wild and dangerous game. For any real fighter out there, that's all you want to hear, you know. Money, power, respect. And Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship has it all.
And we got a question from Marca, the most read Spanish newspaper here, sport newspaper. Their question is, why Spain for bare knuckle? Why Marbella? That's to you, Conor.
Sorry, go again?
The question is, why Spain for this event, and why did you choose Marbella?
You know, Marbella is an absolutely beautiful place. My first time being here. But I'm actually really taken back how beautiful it is outside. And, you know, the appetite for fighting out here is very, very, very big and growing. And like I said, no more so evident than that, you know, little nonsense YouTuber event that sold out a full arena, 80,000 seater for 16-ounce gloves. You know, that's incredible. Imagine now we take off the gloves and we build this. We got a Spanish bull here, Franco. You know, he's fighting a Brooklyn dog here. You know, these 2 men are gonna rise up here and fight and throw down. We got Dan Chapman, who has a big following here. These are eyeing this up. Gentlemen, we have stadiums on the line here. Understand that? Myself and Feldman, we have stadiums here in Spain with a large appetite. That's what's on the line here for you. That's what's at stake here for you. The largest gate in combat sports history. The largest attendance in combat sports history. Do you want your name on that sheet? Yes, you do. So we're excited to see what October 12th brings. We know the gentlemen and the ladies on this card are going to bring it. And after that, you can rise up and be, you know, a stadium filler. And that, again, money, power, respect is what it's all about.
All right, we got a question. Justin Barrasso from Sports Illustrated for you, Conor. He says, you and David Feldman have such an excellent working relationship. What do you respect most about David, and why should UFC fans embrace the BKFC?
You know, he has such an incredible vision. I've heard multiple times they were not answering the phone, closing the door on David. He's stuck with it. You know, he's stuck with his guns. And, you know, he's an incredible man, a visionary, an absolute visionary. And we're all grateful for David up here. Media, press, fighters, the whole team here at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. David, you're some man, and I'm honoured to be here alongside you. I have a big belief in what you're doing. And I back you all the way, brother. I absolutely back you all the way. You know, for me, my main thing, he's an absolutely incredible matchmaker. A really, truly incredible matchmaker. The matchmaking in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship throughout its young history has been stellar. Absolutely stellar. And, you know, long may it continue. So I'm very excited to be a part of it. And yup, Feldman, you boy.
All right. We got one from Generacion MMA, digital media here. In your opinion, Conor, what is different about a bare knuckle fighter who dares to fight with their modality? So what's different about a BKFC fighter compared to other athletes?
Oh my God, you know, they're different breed. It's a different breed to do this, you know? It really is. You've got to be a different breed of human being to enter into this business and into this promotion. And you know, a jab splits the skin in this. You're getting cut. You're getting opened up. It's going to be nasty. You've got to be skilled. You've got to be fast. You've got to be accurate. And you've got to be tough as they come. And, you know, the height of respect from all combat sports fighters. Every combat sport fighter in every space, boxing, MMA, whatever, kickboxing, you name it, will say not one word, not one bad word about a bare knuckler. And that's how straight. And that's a testament to what this game is. So, you know, it's why I'm tingling at the thought of getting into this, you know, so we're excited.
Conor, you know, you talk about the respect these combat sports athletes have for bare knuckle champions. Do you think then, as BKFC gets bigger and bigger, they will find it too hard to resist to not come over here and prove themselves to be these true warriors you speak of?
100%. You know, we've got the big events, we've got the big purses, and we've got big names. We've got big names and we've got rising stars. And like I said, the trajectory for growth here at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is above and beyond anyone else. Other sports and organizations are almost at a peak of where they're at. We are just on this trajectory that is non-stop, and you want to be a part of this. Any real fighter, as I said earlier on, any real fighter wants their name on this dais. Any real fighter wants to carry that world title, to be a world Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship champion is an absolute incredible feat. And you know, that's it. It's just it's different. This game is different.
You know, for you personally, right, you've done so much in your career. You've fought, you're now promoting fights. You know, you conquered the movie industry. Is there anything else you're looking to do to bring yourself into the entertainment world and conquer as well?
Look, I was very close to my bout taking place. I was about 3 or 4 weeks out. I had a little lapse in concentration. I'm shit hot. I'm very, very good, and I mean that. And, you know, my accuracy will lend well into this sport. You take my gloves off, my speed and my accuracy will lend very well into this game. But, you know, I had that issue in the last fight, and I had to reschedule and postpone. I'm just looking forward to getting back into the octagon myself, you know, handling my business with the Ultimate Fighting Championship and seeing what the future holds. The future's bright for sure.
All right, Conor, we got one from Europa Press. It's a little bit of fantasy booking here. The question is, I think I already know the answer to this one, but who would win Ilia Topuria versus Conor McGregor in the BKFC in the squared circle?
You know, Ilia, a Spanish-Georgian lad, he's not bad. He's got, you know, he's a boxing-heavy style. He would certainly lend well in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. I'd slap him around. He's too small. I'm a big lad compared to Ilia. But he's not bad. He's a current UFC world champion. And, you know, all of these guys, make no mistake about it, are looking at this. So, you know, if you're asking him, I'd be King Kong if you're asking me. You know what I'm saying? So, but it'd be exciting to see these crossover. And make no mistake about it now, this is a viable option. And in my opinion, the only option. I don't want to see, nor do I give a fuck about UFC fighters going to PFL or going to another promotion. You need to break it up. You need to mix it up. You need to come and try something new to really break into that next level of, you know, superstardom, of respect, of money, of power. And we have it all here at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. So I'm excited to see what type of fighters we get in. You know, we're talking about Yoel Romero now coming over. That's a nasty Cuban man with, you know, big power. You've seen some of his knockouts in the Ultimate Fighting Championship against Luke Rockhold, one of the nastiest KOs you'll see in the sport. And I'd be very excited to see Yoel over, especially since the Cuban diaspora that we have in the company already, which was on full display at that last event. You know, your man Alberto Blas, the bantamweight champion, is a phenomenal Cuban. And the heavyweight, what's the heavyweight's name? El Zoya, what's his nickname again?
Mick Terrell.
What? No, that's the British guy. We've got them from all over. The Cuban, the big Cuban heavyweight, 4-0. He's 4-0. What? What's his name again?
Perdomo.
Perdomo. Oh my God, this man is
Bare Knuckle Mike Tyson.
Check this guy out. He's like a fridge freezer. He is. Yeah. He's a heavyweight Cuban. He's 4-0, and all of his knockouts are inside 1 minute. And he's called it. He said, "I'm going to knock them out in 1 minute. My training's the same. I'm going out and banging them out in 1 minute." Watch the guy train. I'm watching how these lads train. It's a different setup. It's a different sport. You've got to give it its respect. It demands its respect. And yeah, now I'm not wearing. I haven't worn gloves since I came on board in the gym. That's how straight. I'm hitting the wooden wall my own self, getting ready. This is likely a lineup for me. And now, so
we got one final question, Conor. It's from Damon Martin at MMA Fighting. Everybody agrees that UFC is the biggest combat sport promotion, but do you believe BKFC is the clear number 2 ahead of PFL, Bellator, and other promotions?
Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is the number 1 in the space by a mile. In its space by a mile. We are different. We are not like no one else in the space. So although UFC is at its peak and, you know, the mega company it is, and yes, number 1 in its category, we're number 1 in our category. So, you know, it's apples and oranges. We lend ourselves well to each other. And that's what I really like about it. And, for me, Bare Knuckle right now is number one in the space, and there's no one close to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, so that's going to wrap it up with questions for Conor. There may be opportunities for this later. That being said, folks, we are going to do the face-offs for our main event for BKFC 67. So don't go anywhere. Face-offs are next.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month.
For BKFC 67 for the lightweight championship of the world, please welcome Franco Tenaglia and Tony Loco Soto. And ladies and gentlemen, there is your main event, BKFC 67. It all happens October 12th at the Marbella Arena in Marbella, Spain. For ticket information, go to BKFC.com. Our next event, BKFC 63, August 3rd from Sturgis, South Dakota. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Cyrus Bees. We will see you in Sturgis.
Saturday, October 12th, for the first time ever, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship comes to Spain. In the main event, Franco Tenaglia and Tony Loco Soto, two unbeaten warriors, knuckle up with the vacant lightweight championship of the world hanging in the balance. Also, Rico Bon Franco is on a mission to topple former pro boxing champ and reigning BKFC welterweight king, the undefeated Austin No Doubt Trout. Watch the world's most exciting combat sport live on the BKFC app. Download it at BKFC.com.
Serum Mi Fluido Hidratante Mineral 89. Un poderoso dúo. Refuerza, hidrata y protege.